In this video, we're going to be talking about proper terminology that we use when talking to our customers about the chemicals that we use when washing their home. Don't go anywhere. Hey, good morning. Mike here, The Fresh Rinse, on a project today that looks a lot like a Joe Deary project. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. As you can see, I've got all my hoses fluked out, and I am in Waynesville, Ohio, about 40 minutes from my home to do this, what is really an untypical wash for me. Again, more Joe Deary-esque in that it's off the beaten path. You can see I've got Jazzy parked accordingly. One of the things I love the most about a flatbed truck is the ease of parking and the logistics of it all. It's so much more convenient than a trailer build. If you've been watching my channel for more than a minute, then you know that most of my washes are very stereotypical, very conventional neighborhood type of washes. This home is not much different. 4 walls primarily with a sunroom or a 3-season room, but it's very dirty, and even more so, the deck is really dirty. This is what reminds me of a Joe Deary wash. Check this out. So I will be washing the 3-season room, and as you can see, I have all of the outlets covered, property protection in place, and this really should not be a difficult wash. I'm going to begin with the deck. In that, I'm going to soap it all down really well so that it can be marinating, if you will, dwelling, killing all the organic growth. I'm then going to begin washing the upstairs part, or the second level part of the home, and then begin rinsing the deck. So ideally, once I'm done washing and rinsing the upper portion of this home, all of the vinyl, I can then make my way to giving the deck a heavy rinse, and hopefully all the organic growth will be removed. The last thing I will do is clean this concrete slab. This will be the icing on the cake. I'm confident when the nice lady comes home, she'll pull up and see this, and I'll get a 5-star Google review. I think it's worth noting that historically, I'm not super big on property protection, especially outlets. I've burned up a few over the years, but as a part of my 2024 slogan, which is do better, be better, I've been doing a really good job at covering all the outlets, watering all the flowers, everything I can do within reason to be better at property protection. And thus far, it's working out. All right, here we are on the back side of the home. It's a little more quiet back here. Gives me an opportunity to give you some specs. I am using an 8 GPM or gallons per minute pressure washing machine with 150 feet of 3/8 high pressure hose. I am downstreaming, which means that I'm pulling chemical, or as we call it in the business, solution or SH. And to the customer, we refer to it as algicide. Downstreaming means that we are pulling chemical from the truck downstream through 150 feet of hose. By the time that it reaches the wall or the house, it will be less than 1% of the total chemical balance that is in the chemical tank on the truck. And as a freebie, I'm going to wash this little shed. And speaking of property protection, someone's going to ask, what tape do I use to protect outlets? I'd simply buy the cheapest stuff I can find in the paint section at Walmart. It sticks well, it lasts for a while. I get probably out of a roll, I would say, I don't know, three to 4 weeks of property protection from one roll. And it's the cheap stuff. And it costs less than $4, so $1 a week or so for property protection. Afterwards, I remove the tape, and then with fresh water, I clean that surrounding area. As a little bit of a demonstration, watch the water come from this corner of the shutter right down to the outlet. Now, I cannot guarantee that that tape is going to protect that outlet, but I can guarantee you that if I don't put the tape there, there's a much higher risk of burning up that outlet. And so, since I have been using the tape on almost every project, I have yet to burn up an outlet. So, I don't know, the proof is in the pudding. I mentioned in the introduction of this video that we would be talking about terminology, in particular as it pertains to customer awareness, education, and so forth, specifically around the idea of chemicals. And we're going to do that here in just a moment. In fact, I'll turn the machine off at the end of the video so that it'll be a little quieter and we can spend some time doing that. Before we do that, I'm going to rinse this deck. We're going to see if one shot of SH is enough to clean the organic growth off of this deck. Let's do some rinsing. I'm going to give it one more heavy rinse, in particular in the area where the hoses are and on the railing, and then I'll meet you at the bottom. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're all wrapped up on this project, and as we do our little walk around, it's worth noting that this weekend I took time to switch out all of my injectors from 2.1 orifices to 2.3 orifices. And as you can see, one dose cleaned this deck perfectly fine, as did the house. We would change out our orifices for a few reasons. One being, as these warmer temperatures come upon us, it's less likely that we will kill plant life with the 2.3 orifice. But also another reason that we might switch to a 2.3 injector is because the smell of the solution is not nearly as toxic. And that allows a great segue into the purpose of this video. It was about 28 years ago that I spent one summer in the pest control industry. And there they taught us to never volunteer the word chemical to the customer. Now, they also stressed very highly that we would never lie. So if the customer asked that question, is this a chemical? will this chemical damage my home, my plant life, etc., then we would be absolutely honest with them, and I practice that integrity to this day. I use 3 or 4 words when identifying what it is that I use to clean homes. I use either the word product, solution, or industry standard algaecide. In fact, if you want to text me, I will send you my script for when I send out a quote, and you can see exactly what that looks like. Text the word script to 513-235-8474. In short, it looks something like this. Nancy, I'll be using an industry standard algaecide, which will not only clean your home, but completely eliminate all organic growth. And I'll be doing this at no additional cost to you. They like that. It comforts them. It lets them know that in professional terms that I'm going to do a professional job. And that's why they're hiring me. So I hope that helps. Always use proper terminology. Product, solution, or industry standard algaecide. That works best for me. We would never lie, but we also don't willingly volunteer information that's only going to cause concern on the part of the customer. All right, I hope that helps. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell tab, and leave a comment. All of that serves to help the channel. My name's Mike. They call me the Fresh Rinse, and I'm out.